Alright guys, I just wanted to give you a quick little rundown on this XCSOURCE aluminum shell frame, whatever you want to call it, for the GoPro Hero 3 Black Edition, what I'm using here. I've got an extended battery here, and I've got the regular battery in the back of the GoPro, as you can see. So I just wanted to show you how well this actually fits once it's in there. Drop it in, it's flat, and we'll tighten that up. Alright, once it's in there and you tighten it up with this, it doesn't come out, so that's a good thing. You have access to all of the buttons that you would need, as you can see, and I left the door off here so you can see it a little bit easier. And of course your Wi-Fi button here. This comes with the lanyard I've already got attached, and it comes with the GoPro mount that I've already got attached. This is made of plastic, and I kind of thought that it might be aluminum. That'd be kind of cool, but I guess the cost would have went up. And you do have another type of attachment here that is made of aluminum, and it has the hardware, the screw here. This does come with a 37mm UV filter, which I used and I had no issues with. It works fine. I like that. And it does have a lens cap that will clip right on, and that will protect your lens from being damaged. Now the cool thing about this, for me at least, is being able to pull the battery out and use my extended battery and not have to worry about the case. And I used to have a plastic shell case, but I always felt like I was going to break it because it would you have to pry it apart, and I was always worried about that. So this right here I've actually already used earlier today, and I like that with the extended battery. I don't have any problems, so that's really good. The threaded holes that are here, that is a really nice option, of course, because then you have multiple mounting locations, or you could add LED lights or things like that to this, so that's a nice option. Now the two issues I have with this, let me go ahead and pull this out. I've only turned this in and out a couple of times, and I think I've already went a little too tight. I don't know how well you can make it out, but this is just a piece of rubber, and it should have had some kind of hard plastic between this screw and that piece of rubber, so that when the screw's tightened, it doesn't go through the rubber. Eventually this will wear out. I'm going to take this off and put something in there and re-glue that, because I like this frame otherwise, and I don't want to damage the side of my GoPro, but that definitely will end up damaging and cutting through that rubber. It's already started to put a wear. Let's see, you may not see it on the video, but it is showing. And the other thing, you may be able to hear, well, you can't really hear it, but or maybe you can, but it's loose right here, this little mount, and that's as tight as I can get it. These little screws, I was being very careful because aluminum is a soft metal, and tightening these down, and when I tightened them down, they automatically started to strip, so they will not tighten any better than what it is right now, which it wiggles, and I don't like that. I wanted it to be very snug and secure. But if I take this piece off and screw these down, they go further down in where there's still some thread left, and they work fine. So if these screws were a little bit longer, that would be great. So anyway, this is a really good housing. It does have two flaws. That would be these screws either need to be longer, or something needs to be done about making this where it can be secured in a better fashion. One of the two, however they want to resolve that. And something should be done about this, because that will very easily get eaten through in short time, because this has a fairly sharp, it's actually pretty sharp edges, and it will cut into it. It's already started to a little bit on this one. I don't know if you can see that. I'll try to get it where you can see it. Anyway, it's a little chewed up on the rubber, and it won't take long before it eats all the way through. But otherwise, if they can fix those two issues, having the ability to use this case with an extended battery, besides of how heavy that becomes as a whole, which is quite a bit for, you know, such a small device. They have a really good product. It's really well made. I love the finish. There's, you know, and I love how clean the cuts are. So I have no complaints otherwise. If they can fix those two things, I'd be really, really happy to see that with future revisions. And other than that, if you're looking for a case, this is a way better solution than the plastic style cases that actually snap around the GoPro. You won't break this, that's for sure. And it offers protection in your GoPro, I guess, if you were to drop it, more so than most of the other. So that's a really good thing. And it doesn't add a whole lot of bulk in size, even though it does add some weight. It's pretty thick. So I wouldn't use this on the side of the car. When I do that, I use my waterproof housing, the one that includes comes included with the GoPro. But this would be great for indoor use, and that's my intentions. So give it a shot, but keep those two things in mind. And other than that, thank you for watching.